30.
At their own 28-yard line.
Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10. Now for the first time, again to the former Indiana Hoosier. He's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7.
Here we go.
Out of the shotgun, Burrow. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you could depend on.
Third and 4 coming up now.
Here we go, here we go.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Burrow. Has him on the quick hitter. He's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops. 5 yards on that play and enough for a new set of downs.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum. Keep that defense on its heels.
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Burrow out of the shotgun. Hits his running back. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one.
Dude, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason, where one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
The give here on 2nd. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
Finds him over the middle. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. Give him 13 on that play. And the Bengals have a 1st down.
Every time I see one of those angle routes, I think back to my day 1 install. Rookie minicamp in the NFL. Texas, angle route. 49ers of the 80s, they were making hay with it then, and the running back's still doing it to this day.
Gun.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
He was taken down.
Hey, Kate, sorting through traffic, seeking out a runner, that is this guy's domain, and boy, does he know how to operate in it.
Offense to the line for 2nd down.
Let's get set.
Burrow to the air now. Set up the screen to Chase. And he's going to be driven out of bounds. The gain gets this down inside the 35. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And a fresh set of downs for Cincinnati.
So critical, Kate, on those receiver screens to get that ball out with great precision. You don't want that receiver thinking about anything but navigating the blocks in front of him. That's well done by everybody.
Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. Well, with how well he's slinging at this opening drive, Brock, not sure we expected to see an incompletion, but his perfect start ends at 5 for 5.
Yeah, kind of the feeling out process, right? I think you find this with defensive coordinators a whole bunch, trying to figure out what that script is on the other side. I have a sense there'll be some completions and incompletions along the way.
On the dive. Well, that's not what the offense styled up. They stick him for a loss. It's going to be 3rd down. And that right there, an early look at somebody who might just be the impact player in this ballgame.
Yeah, there's no question this strong safety loves to come downhill. Now, as an offense, you've got to adjust. You've got to throw over the top if he's willing to be that aggressive.
This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12.
Here we go.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Completed to his running back. Ooh, and before he can find any yards, he finds that sideline instead. That's going to bring up 4th down.
You've got to be cognizant of where the line to gain is. You can't run that route short, and you certainly can't throw it. That route's just not deep enough. Needed to extend it closer to the chains for a 1st down.
Distance is good, but not the accuracy. He just missed it left. And we continue to await our opening score of this ball game.
He was hitting from that distance pregame. Heck, we were on the field watching it, and they were confident he could do so again. Just did not work out this time around.
So it's good field position for the Colts as they get set, 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
They're going to run it here. It's Bijan Robinson. And that run good for a handful as it brings up 2nd down.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that run. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
1st down run gets him 6. So now it is 2nd and 4.
Ready.
Staying with Robinson. And he will not get the 1st, but ooh, this is close. Looks like they're going to have about a yard at most to gain after he picked up 3. 3rd down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. Daniels keeps it himself. And they're going to down him by contact as they've got enough for a new set of downs.
It's a gain of 2. And the Colts.
So we're through one here in the AFC title game. A couple of zeros on the board right now. We're back to Paycor Stadium right after this. Ready now for our 2nd quarter. The Colts have the football. They've got a 1st to begin the fray. From the gun, it's Robinson. And he gets a few on the punch forward. Now we're going to have a break in the action. One of the Bengals in some pain. They're going to go out to look at him.
Okay.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7.
Ready, go.
Another carry for Robinson. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
That linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field. All I'm thinking about right now, Kate's training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
3rd and 6 for them to figure out now.
70, Timberwolf, 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. 79 Broncos. Ready.
Throw here, 3rd down. Flushed out of the pocket. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. And they come up big on 3rd down there with the sack.
Well, we're already seeing his legs going to be a factor in this contest. But I'll tell you what, Kate, if pressure's going to be on him like that, he's going to have to put his running back cape on and really use his ability to escape and keep things moving forward.
That play clock running low, and Shane Steichen signals for a timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the 1st half. Colts going to kick this away now on 4th, and it's Rigoberto Sanchez on for the punt. And this will put an end to the drive after it's stalled out. This one taken in. And he put just a little too much on this one as it hits in the end zone for a touchback. Bengals getting set, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10.
Here we go. 180. Back.
Hand off to the back. He'll get him 5 yards as he gets this up to the 25.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
So gain of 5 on that 1st down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. Back-to-back carries here. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
1st and 10 from the 32.
Gun.
Burrow from the gun. Vacates quickly left side. Oh, he was on the move, and so was the defense, and they take him down. And they've got a little extra distance now to make up here on 2nd down.
This is one of those examples where the athletic ability and the mental decision-making, Kate, are not in sync. His running, got him out of harm's way, got him outside those defenders. But without the decision-making to just get rid of the football, it creates an enormous loss.
In a real troublesome spot here, Brock. That sack has him set up 2nd down and 21. Burrow on the play action. Finds him on the crossing route. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
That's complete to Gesicki outright. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. The end result there, 15 yards and a 1st.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
The ball's on the 48. Here we go, 1st down.
Here we go. Stop.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And they were waiting for him on that draw, weren't they? They get him behind the line. That's going to bring up 2nd down. He is quickly making a habit out of wrecking plays, Brock, and it doesn't seem to matter what type of play that is.
It's what the best of them do. We talked about just the versatility of offensive players being dual threats. This guy's a dual threat against the pass, and that time stuffing the run.
And he is down to the 30-yard line. So 20 yards on that play. And the Bengals have a 1st down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
Here we go.
They give it to him again. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A couple yards on the run. It's 3rd and 6 now.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 6.
Gun.
He'll air it out on 3rd. Out to his wide out. It's a screen. And he's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
The 16-yard line.
Now the run here from the gun. He's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackle for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11. We get a timeout now from the Bengals. That's going to be their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. So the run goes backwards. What do you think, Brock? Is it time that they start getting a little more aggressive, take some more risks offensively?
Not in my book. You've not earned that right. I think a lot of play callers feel that same way, too. I mean, you get to earn the right to be aggressive and take shots when you can do the basics, like, I don't know, run for a positive gain.
He drives this down to the 8 before going out.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler, gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
No gain there, and that'll bring up 4th and a few. Timeout, Indianapolis. That's its second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Evan McPherson on for the Bengals field goal. It's just a 26-yarder down the middle. McPherson's kick is good. And they're on the board.
Going to feel just a little bit better going into halftime. Anytime you score points right before the final frame, and for the kicker, he pays off his teammates' hard work.
The kicking team out there now for the Bengals, and they're going to send this away. So it goes for a touchback. Let's see what they decide to do with the time they've got remaining here.
At their own 35-yard line.
First and 10, but only time left for maybe a couple of plays here.
Here we go. Set. 70 Lions. Warriors 70.
Daniels. Complete. It's Bijan Robinson. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. All right, with 6 seconds left, we've got a timeout.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
Only one play in, Brock, and this drive already at midfield.
Come on, come on. Set. Madden Dragon 60.
Rolling on first down, Daniels. Throwing the out route complete. And he goes out a little short of the 40.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm. But these outcuts, it is so imperative. And the best of them make it look oh so easy.
One last play before the break.
Ready. 60.
The final throw before the break. Throwing for the end zone. And he will not connect. Took his shot there to end the half, but no dice. That's going to take us to the break. The Lamar Hunt Trophy waiting in the wings for whoever can finish this game out as we're back underway. Returning it from the 4. And this drive will start inside the 25.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Colts file out into formation. Here comes first and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
Panther 11, Panther 11, Cup 19, Cup 19.
Shotgun snap to Daniels. Short pass brought in. And he's tackled for a short gain.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Third down, Bengals coming out in a dime look here.
Here we go, here we go. Hot 70, hot 70. 18, Robert, 18. Ready.
To the air on third and long. Headed out right. Right side, this is wheeled in by Warren. And he crosses the sideline a yard or two beyond, it looks like the 30.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Going for it on their own side, Brock. Okay, bold call, but they only need a yard.
60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats. 19 tight, 19 tight. Top 50, top 60.
They'll run it with Robinson. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
I love watching those running backs do their drill, especially in practice where they just keep those legs churning. They keep those legs moving for situations just like that one.
So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34.
Red. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Let's go.
Here's the design run. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Halfway there on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
You know, Kate, it's plays like that. It's just kind of the meat and potatoes. Not going to make any highlight reel, but just the positive, efficient plays on the ground. You need to keep plays and drives alive.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
They'll motion him out of the backfield. Out of the gun, Daniels. Gonna let this one fly deep downfield. Looked well downfield for that one. All he found was a waiting defender to knock it away. 3rd down coming up.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. Quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not two hands that got on the football.
Quite the drive they've had, Brock, but they're up against it. 3rd and 5 now.
Come on. 70 Timberwood. Hey, pass.
They kick the running back in motion.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. 60 Mavericks, 60 Mavericks. 19 Lions.
Third and short, Daniels. He's going to try another deep one here. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Will take the interception back inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds.
You know what this is, Kate? This is the practice field coming to life. Really on both sides of the ball. Right? You watch defensive coaches preach all the time, and they work on these returns to get to the near sideline, everybody to get a block. And then for those offensive players to show the effort to go chase that down so it's not a pick six. Yeah, it stinks for the offense, but that was the practice field coming to life for everybody to see.
Dialing up a receiver screen. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. A gain of 15 there. And a fresh set of downs for Cincinnati.
So many times, Kate, when I see these receiver screens, I think punt return. It's like a punt return. On punt return, it's all about those blocks. The returner's got to catch it, and he's got to feel those blockers in front of him. It's no different on a big play like this with the wide receiver screen.
And we're going to have to pause here. An injured Bengal still out there and being looked at now. First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Stop.
Now Burrow.
He made something out of that play for them. Everyone's so concerned with defending the pass, they didn't quite keep tabs on what he was doing as a QB. And it gave him just enough room to run.
So now here's 3rd and 5.
Here we go, here we go.
Shotgun handoff to Akers. And he's going to have enough for the first first down, not by much. We got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a 1st and goal.
Okay, you know me, I can't resist. I thought we might have needed the old Gene Steratore index card down there. Making a really close measurement to see if he got the first down or not. But in the end, well, the right call was made. He got just enough to move the chains.
4 downs to get this across. Here's 1st and goal.
Here we go. Right 80.
They'll try and punch it in. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on 1st and goal.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Gun.
Burrow setting to throw. They'll just throw it away, but here comes the flag. There was nobody in the neighborhood of that one. Well, I've always wanted to ask this, so this feels like the perfect moment, Brock. Is there ever a time where a quarterback feels intentional grounding is actually worth it?
Here we go.
No. I don't think so. Not for your team, not for your play caller, not for your coach, not for the game situation. There really isn't a time. You've got to find an outlet, somewhere to throw that ball away safely. What a great sign to start the second half for this offense, because with a lead, well, the ground game becomes your best friend, the centerpiece for this offense, trying to chew up that clock.
McPherson's kick is good. And that one was beautifully struck. It goes right down the middle.
In that close, kicks have to be automatic. That won't stop the head coach, though, from holding his breath for a couple seconds until he sees it's up and good.
The kicking team out there now for the Bengals, and they're going to send this away. Ashton Doolin now to return. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
Okay, ready?
Indianapolis bringing the offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Robinson to start the drive. Room to work at the 35. Through the 45. And he gets this one down to the 27. One of the game's biggest plays right there as they get the markers reset.
Coming off that carry, I go right back to him. Not a hotter hand on the field right now. Get that man the rock.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
Ready?
Going right side, Robinson with it. And without much room to work, he has a minimal gain on the final play of the 3rd quarter. Only one frame remains before we see who's going to represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. The Colts have the ball, playing for their season here. They're down. Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger, 18 Pioneer. Dragon 60. Buffalo 86. Hey, crash. Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Cup 19, Cup 19. 60 Maverick, Panther 11, Panther 11. Ready?
From the gun, it's Daniels. Touchdown, Indianapolis. The Colts come through to tie it in the 4th. Michael Pittman Jr. with the touchdown. The touchdown brought it even, and this try can give them a 4th quarter lead. And he comes through on the kick to give him the lead here in the 4th quarter.
Makes the score Colts 7, Bengals 6.
The Colts ready to kick this one away, and away we go once more. On the return, here's Jones. Pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun.
Here we go.
Out of the shotgun, Burrow. Buying some time right. Not enough on this throw. It hits the turf instead of his man. Looking for his wide receiver there. And it sets up second down.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you, you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Burrow throwing again on 2nd and 10. Into the hands of Gesicki, complete. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
At the 46-yard line.
1st and 10 now from the 46.
Let's get set.
Burrow out of the shotgun. Hits his running back. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball. Right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
First down from the 42.
Here we go.
To the air again, it's Burrow. Brought in downfield by Gesicki. And this is going to make it down to the 6. That's going to set him up with 1st and goal.
Just about every offense since the beginning of time, since the forward pass, Kate, has loved a tight end that could stretch the middle of the field. Man, I remember as a kid watching Kellen Winslow Sr. dice up right here between the hashes. And what a difference it can make for an offense.
He gets 2 there, and it sets up 2nd and goal from the 5.
Guessing everybody in the huddle on the sidelines sure want a little bit more from that run, but you didn't go backwards. Still in a great spot, and can't wait to see what they do here on 2nd and goal.
On 2.
2nd and goal coming up, 5 yards to the end zone.
Here we go, here we go. Stop.
Oh, surprise gift to the receiver near the goal line. And he runs it across, touchdown. The Bengals take a 4th quarter lead. It's a Jamar Chase touchdown. Not sure we can call these gadget plays anymore, partner. Not like we could in the early 2000s, right? Because receivers who can run it, well, they've become an important part of many NFL offenses, especially down in the red zone.
And that's because the reality you face is there's only so many conventional plays. Really, there's only so many reps you can get in during the practice week, so many different opportunities and traditional sets. So when you got an outlier like this, when you got a wide receiver who can run it like a running back, it presents a whole other set of issues for defenses.
The kicking team out there now for the Bengals, and they're going to send this away. On the return, here's Doolin. All right, and in the end, Brock, this is going to make it out to the 30.
Hey, Kate, the best kick returners I was ever around, really at any level. They want this opportunity. They want their chance to help their team. They know they're down, but they also know that return, especially a good one like this, can set the offense up for success.
1st and 10, around to Robinson. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 29-yard line.
They've got a man in motion. Here's Daniels. Buys time, rolling right. Oh, shouldn't let that one go. It's intercepted. Demetrius Knight has it. And the Bengals are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game without 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out, you throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When he saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
He did exactly what he was supposed to do on that play. Felt the pressure and escapes the pocket. After that, it's on somebody downfield to get open and give him a target. No one did. and he simply has to get rid of it.
And this is going to be just what this defense ordered. A great play to back these guys up, shift the momentum a little here in the fourth. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you called 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11.
Is this set? Stop.
He's back to throw. He isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up 4th down.
Kate, the game wasn't on the line with that series, but don't tell the defense because they brought the urgency and juice like it was. Getting the sack, setting up 4th down, well, it picks everybody up on that sideline. And now their offense gets a chance in a one-score game.
I guess he didn't really quite know his own strength there. That kick cleared the end zone entirely. It's going to be a touchback.
Got it. Ready?
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10.
Go! Mustang, not crack all 80. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
Back to work after throwing the pick. This could decide things. It's intercepted. Jordan Battle with the INT. And the Bengals will have it right at the opposing 30 after the interception, and that return on top of it. Cincinnati into formation. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Burrow to the air now. Finds Chase on the slant. And he is going to take this in. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals go up by 2 scores, 13 points in the 4th. It's a Jamar Chase touchdown. Well, Brock, even with it being possibly the most popular route for teams to go to, sometimes you get it on the slant, you find yourself with a gap to turn it into much more, including what we just saw, 6 points.
All this time on task between you and I together, why do you think it's the most popular route?
Easy for the QB?
Yeah, I mean, short distance, easy for the QB, and it's also great versus man or zone. There really is not a defense that you can employ out there. When you execute it right and you execute it on time, the big plays, and sometimes like this, touchdowns will follow.
And the tackle's made as he gets it out to the 32.
Let's take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Colts file out into formation. Here comes 1st and 10.
79. Ready?
Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. We've reached the 2-minute warning from Cincy. Colts, 14 points back. Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches.
Panther 11. Ready? 60 by Buffalo 18.
Back to throw. Here's Daniels. Escapes the pocket. Well, he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And brings up 3rd down.
That right there, Kate, that's taking the hard lessons from the previous drive and putting it into practice right here. You don't see a throw you like, it's too tight a window, don't risk yet another interception.
Let's see how that last incompletion affects this 3rd down call.
Let's go. 70 Rangers. 70 Timberwolves.
Looking to throw it. Pass complete to Robinson. And he's able to cross midfield before going out. That's a pickup of 9. And it'll be 1st down Colts.
Hey, Kate, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on 3rd down. And that's exactly the result they needed. Enough to keep this drive moving.
18, 5 in.
Daniels is going to throw again. Trying to push deep downfield. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Jordan Battle with the INT.
You know that quarterback? He's out in Denver now, Kate. Russell Wilson, he loves to say the separation is in the preparation. And when you're facing a DB that is all over the ball and now adding a second interception to his ledger today, you know this guy was prepared, did his homework, and he's gone on this field today, and he has been a difference maker.
That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
They go to Akers again. And this is a tough one. Met back at his own 2-yard line for the loss. Now we get a timeout from the Colts. That's their first. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on third down.
Here we go.
Once again, it's Akers. He hits a wall, stops at a yard. That's going to bring up fourth down. Timeout Indianapolis. That's its second. The Bengals send out the punting unit. Not much room, but he's still able to crush it. Starts his return from the 23. And he didn't quite break it, but still an excellent return that gets him up near midfield. So it's good field position for the Colts as they get set, first and 10.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
Not deterred by that pick. He's thrown again. Completed to his running back. He's forced out of bounds after a gain of about 4 there. Second down.
You know, Kate, it is so hard on these defenses to try to keep an eye and monitor on these running backs when they leave the backfield, especially if he's waiting to chip a defender or delays in the start of his route. He's really an underrated part of their overall passing game.
60 Eagles. Dragon 60. 19 tight. 19 tight.
Now Daniels to throw. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
That was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
Throwing now. You look underneath here. Robinson. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. Colts operating from the hurry-up, rushing back to the line. To the air again. Daniels. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Hey, eventually, Kate, as a quarterback, you better be careful throwing check down, that's check down, that's check down. Eventually, that defense will catch on to it, and they'll make him pay and punish him there physically.
They throw again on second down. Daniels. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. He's going to be stopped, but not before dealing some damage. He's down to the 12. The Colts take a timeout. That's their last one. All right, they look set now. Here we go, first and 10. Again, Daniels to the air. He brings it in. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. Keeping that pace going as the clock continues to run. To throw again, it's Daniels. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. So the Bengals pick up the win in this one. Love these pictures, Brock. Go ahead, guys. Take it all in. You are going to be playing in the Super Bowl. What a moment for so many of them getting to this point.
It is, and it is so cool, and you can see it and feel it. The real emotion of celebrating this title, but they know that ultimately it's not an AFC title they want. They want a Super Bowl title.
So for Brock Heward, everyone here on our great crew, I'm Kate Scott, and this has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Bengals emerge as winners as we say so long from Cincinnati.